Today I'm going to show you all the cool mods and resource packs that I have collected over the past few years of playing survival Minecraft. And every mod you are about to see in this video will keep the game mechanics, so you don't ruin any features while improving the vanilla experience. Starting with the Minecraft items that are built a bit weirdly, like crops, rails, ladders and many more. Usually all of these items are 2D when placed down, and some of them are even floating. But I have fixed most of the items with some resource packs. For crops I use 3D crops revamped, which changes carrots, potatoes, beetroot, wheat and netherwort in all different growing stages. Plus this resource pack has more 3D items like sugarcane, all the mushrooms and sweet berries. But I especially like the 3D crops. I think these should be default in the game. The next resource pack is called 3D rails and ladders, and it does exactly what it says. It turns all the rails and ladders into 3D looking items. This resource pack also fixes the floating issues that the rails and ladders had previously, and after you get used to the 3D textures of these, it will be very hard to go back to what Minecraft was originally. But we are not done with the 3D textures. The next resource pack slightly changes all the doors and trapdoors, and it is called Remodeled Doors 3D. At first you might not even notice anything, but when walking closer to the door you can now see the 3D effect. I think the most notable changes with this resource pack are the new Pale Oak door, Warp door and Mangrove door. These are all really cool looking now. Then I have changed the saplings with the 3D saplings texture pack, which again turns 2D into 3D, and I think it makes it look so much nicer. And for the last 3 items that desperately need some 3D are first of all amethyst blocks, which you can do by using the 3D amethyst, then 3D lanterns to make lanterns a bit more beautiful, and 3D chain, which makes the chain feel much stronger. But that's it for making 2D items into 3D, because next up we have a resource pack called Fresh Animations. This changes all the mobs, animals and villager movements to make them more alive and realistic looking. Just look at how the villager is now running around. The legs are moving more intensely and he's also bouncing a bit to make it more real. The same goes for animals, and of course for the hostile mobs. I have to mention that I do really like how the creepers now walk around, and also how the slime is now bouncing. He goes extremely wide for a second there. And when you are downloading this resource pack Fresh Animations, you need 2 more mods to make it work. Firstly the entity model features, and then the entity texture features. So if you have both of them installed, the resource pack will work flawlessly. Also all the resource packs and mods showcased here in this video are made into a single mod pack, so you can install them in one go. And you can find it from this video's description. And with all the cool improvements you will find in this video, you might also want to start a new Minecraft world. And there is no better way to do it than using Wise Hosting to host a brand new Minecraft server. As we are talking about mods in this video, Wise Hosting supports one-click mod and modpack installation straight to your server. We got all the great features and more, like the player manager, where you can see every player and all their live stats. How cool is that? Go to wisehosting.com and use the code Shulker to get 25% off from your first month. Thank you Wise Hosting for providing the best Minecraft servers, and let's continue with the mods. To stay alive, you might like holding a totem at all times. This will block a huge part of your screen and can be annoying. So just use a resource pack called Hide Totem, which makes it disappear in your offhand. Now you can enjoy your gameplay to the fullest while being safe. Another similar feature can be done with the resource pack called No Pumpkin Blur. As the name says, it removes the pumpkin blur, and I really like using it when fighting the Ender Dragon. That way you don't need to worry about all the Endermen that want to attack you. The next annoying thing we will fix is with hoppers. When you place them down, you can't see where they are pointed. But with a resource pack called Better Hopper, you can see exactly where the hopper is pointing. And if there is no arrow, it means that it's pointed down. I built some huge stuff with tons of hoppers, and it made my life so much easier. As we all know, then Minecraft is not very well optimized out of the box, and a laggy gameplay ruins the playing experience. But with a couple of mods we can change that. Currently the most well known and best impact having mod is Sodium. Sodium is a very powerful rendering engine and optimization mod, just like Optifine, and in other words, it just increases your FPS by a lot. However, Sodium does not have all the best customization options by default, so that comes with another mod called the Sodium Extra. This adds you all of those options. Now you can customize your animations, particles, details and many more things that you might want to change in Minecraft. And my favorite option out of all of those is to change the fog separately in all dimensions. Because I like the fog in the overworld, it's nice. But I don't really like to have fog in the nether. I think it's horrible. But if you wanna go one step further, then also add the mod Resist Sodium options. This makes your whole option menu even easier to navigate and adds a search bar so you can find what you're looking for. But the next mod that makes the Sodium experience even better is Iris. This allows you to use shaders with the Sodium mods that I have already shown. I myself prefer to play without shaders. But if I need to make a thumbnail picture, then I am gonna enable them. And if I had to pick a shader to play with at all times, then I would use the Sildur's enhanced default shader pack, because it is very low key and maintains the vanilla feel of the game. In my mod pack I added even more small performance mods that all make Minecraft run smoother, which means more FPS. And here are the mods that I like. Lithium. It mainly improves game physics and mob AI. Entity culling. It stops rendering entities that you don't see. More culling. That stops rendering things that you don't see, but different ones, like leaves, item frames, maps and so on. C2M engine. It improves the performance of a chunk generation. Noisium. Another word generation performance mod basically. Ferrit core. It optimizes the RAM usage of Minecraft. And finally, immediately fast. It generally optimizes your rendering and performance. And yes, I do have quite many optimization mods now in my mod pack, but these all work together so well. But now let me show you some other helpful things that I like to use. Like a mod called the Clean F3. This makes the F3 screen so much more easier to read. Just have a look at my F3 screen by default. There is a lot going on. But if I enable Clean F3, I can get rid of all the unnecessary stuff and only keep the stuff I actually use. If you additionally download the mod called Mod Menu, then you can go and change all of those options on what you want to be shown here. Then I have the mod called Continuity, which connects the textures of your blocks and makes it look smoother. And there are a lot more, but I personally use it for only one reason: to make the glass blocks connect. Here you can see how much better it looks now. Another mod I use is Zoomify. It zooms in with a single click, and when scrolling you can zoom in even more. If you came from Optifine, then you had this feature, and with Zoomify you can get the same feature back. The next mod is Dynamic Lights, and it is truly a must-have. With this, all light sources emit light around them, so you can hold a torch in your hand and go down to the caves. I use it all the time, because now I don't need to place down any torches. Also with this mod, if any items are dropped, they will still glow light. I think Minecraft should really consider adding this to the vanilla experience. Then for some time I have used a mod called Make Bubbles Pop. For example, when a soul sand starts making bubbles underwater, it makes the bubbles also pop on top of the water surface. This is a small thing, but now you know where the soul sand is underwater. Another small change that I like is with the mod called 3D Skin Layers. It changes all the weird looking 2D skin into 3D. Just look at Robin's skin without the mod, and especially the crown. And now look at Robin's skin with the 3D skin layers enabled. I think it's so much better. And these are all the mods that I use to improve the vanilla 1.21.4. The whole mod pack can be found from this video's description. And if I could, I would also include the mod Boosted Brightness and Fast Chest in my modpack, but unfortunately at the time of recording this video, they haven't got the version available for 1.21.4. One would allow you to change the brightness to any amount, and the other makes your chest not disappear when going further away. As soon as they are available though, I will add them to the modpack. Remember to use wisehosting.com if you need a high quality Minecraft server, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!